Telatalk Season 5, Episode 9. We back with another one in the lovely New York City with my son TSB, a.k.a. Fleezus Christ, a.k.a. the Thrift Shop Bastard.
A.k.a. you act up, you get poked up.
You hear my son, we here with AB Dash 2. What's goody?
What's up? I'm here.
Nigga, so what's up, man?
Pride Month is over, but we still queer. Hey.
This nigga.
He solely speaks for himself. I'm no queer.
My son look like an 80s drug dealer right now with the bucket, the
Facts.
frames,
I'm out here.
the button-up collar shirt to the top.
My bro look like he about to kickflip off Bowery.
I'm here.
Right into the Supreme store.
Meet me at the court steps. You feel me?
Nigga sent me from out of the court step. We back with TSB. This is like a year since we did the last joint.
Yeah,
it has to be. We like a year
Sounds
since we
of
did
New
the last
York.
one. Sounds of New
Legendary
York.
episode.
One of the best episodes we got. Listen to it. I think it's season 2, episode 7 or
Yeah.
some shit like that. That's
The
the episode
lucky
everybody
7
listens to.
number.
Lucky 7.
Facts.
Yo, little people know is that TSB got a tattoo on his neck that says "Sound of New York."
Nah.
That would be
I
jokes,
don't.
nigga, if you did for real.
I don't.
Yo, so what the fuck you been up to since last time niggas kicked it? What's the New York vibe like for the vintage
It's
now?
been over a year now.
It's been a year now.
Fact, shit chilling, bro.
Shit changed in a year. What's popping?
My collection's crazy now, son. Like
Collections on 1,000.
I step my vintage shit up crazy.
Peep the Instagram.
At Dario's archive,
He
you
got-
can see some of my collection over there and shit.
Hit my son. You know he got shit for the low for you niggas.
Very, very, very well curated garments.
Just
Facts.
facts.
Not everything gets posted. Hit the DMs.
Facts.
Always ask what else you got.
My son
Yeah.
just pulled the ill North Face joint yesterday. No, like Tuesday. What was
Facts.
it? Tuesday, Wednesday.
80s
Wednesday.
Gore-Tex shit.
The 80s Gore-Tex
Facts.
shit. My
Where
son,
else-
Crispy,
Where else do
crispy.
you see that condition? Pink label. Let me know.
My-
Because you're a liar.
my son kept pulling that shit out every stop and like, yo, I can't believe I got this shit.
I pulled it out once, maybe twice.
Shout out to my son. My son was wild happy.
Every 5 minutes, bro, I can't believe I got this shit.
Oh, you
Bro.
catch my boy in photo shoots too. He did a vintage photo shoot the other day
Yeah.
too, in round
Speak
2.
about that, bro.
Round 2 vintage.
Facts, but there's this one guy, this nigga, his name is Josh, I believe. I'm bad with names. I smoke too much weed, but he collects Marvel tees. Like I collected Marvel tees, but this nigga does his shit. Like he's obsessed. Like he's the type of nigga like he don't get tired of that shit. Like after a little bit, everything gets repetitive to me. So I switch to something different. So then he just hit me, bro, and he's like, "Oh, I want you to if you could do me a favor, because he's doing a drop of like 100 vintage tees with a known reseller out here in New York named Justin Reed. Like he has a consignment web shop, and this nigga sells like Birkins, high-end designer, Hermes ashtray, anything, bro, anything tasteful, you feel me? And he's doing a 100 t-shirt drop, and then he asked me to take some pictures with him, and I'm like, bet, I'm with it. So I just jumped on the opportunity, because you never know where it leads. But
Facts.
this nigga, I wanted to Nas the model tee he had. I mean, I made no sense.
Model-
I wanted to model the
Nas
Nas tee
tee.
he had.
Right.
But then he was like, oh no, he's like, I bought some Marvel tees, you know, I know you collect the Marvel, I know you don't fuck with the Marvel tees like that no more, but I know that was your thing, so I want you to model that. So I was like, fuck it.
So
I fuck with the rap shit too.
since you don't do the Marvel tees no more, what you go through? I mean, the rap tees no more. Oh, the
Marvel
Marvel
tees.
tees no more. What the fuck you do now? Like,
Yeah,
what's the new wave that
What's
you
next to
on?
TSB?
Nah, shit, I'm trying to fuck with the Japanese shit, like Japanese clothes, like neighborhood, like the streetwear and the high end aspect of it, like streetwear, like neighborhood.
Undercover.
Oh yeah, undercover's high end though. Undercover, Mastermind.
W-Tab.
Mastermind should be
Tide,
Mastermind and W Tabs be wild, bro.
Yeah,
Ready made is Japanese, ain't it?
Yeah.
Ready made is OD bread, nigga.
Yeah,
That shit's OD.
Yo, they
bro.
must have forgot to
CDG.
convert it from yen to.
That ass, cause I was gonna buy a pair of shorts out here the other day, and that shit was like almost like $1,500.
Yeah, we have to have a conversation about shorts. Like they shouldn't.
Oh nah,
cost
we
us
definitely
that.
can have that
Yeah,
conversation
there's
now.
There's no reason why.
I've been in New York. What we been in here 5 days already?
Yeah.
5 days, nigga. I hit like 7 shops up. You cannot find a pair of black shorts
Under 100.
under $100. I think Stussy's the only one who had them for 60 beans. And that's actually a pretty decent price. But
Word.
niggas ain't gonna come get me. I'm gonna go to Uniqlo and cop these shits for like 15, my nigga.
Fact.
Fuck all that
It's a
shit.
conversation to be had.
Nah, for sure. I don't understand it. I don't understand how for
I
half
think-
of the material you can charge me the same price as this jean.
I think they're trying to hold us hostage.
Well, you know how that shit
It's
is.
like, oh, you niggas need shorts.
It's
huh?
summertime, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas need shorts,
Shorts,
especially in
yeah,
New
fuck
York,
outta here.
nigga. You need shorts in New York.
Pay up.
It be beaming out here.
It's
word.
beaming as fuck now, nigga.
Facts.
It's hot as shit now.
Imagine going to Mr. Softy with pants on.
I dogged the Mr. Softy yesterday.
Me too, bro. I'd kill
I was
Yo,
dying to
Mr.
eat that shit.
Mr. Softy something special. Pause. Like,
Facts.
but I remember one
You
time
get that
I was in
rainbow?
Florida, and I was in like the 8th fucking grade, bro, and I'm on a school bus, and I swear to God, bro, I seen a Mr. Softy truck in Florida, bro.
You probably did.
One time, the one and only time I
They-
ever seen that shit blew my mind.
They got
bro.
the Sabret hot dogs niggas out there now. A
Word.
few of them niggas.
Bro,
This was in Orlando.
A Mr. Softy in Florida got to be like super inefficient. The way shit's mad far from each other.
Facts.
Word.
Now you can get the kids though on the block though.
The kids on the block, it's hot as fuck.
For kids who even outside.
Yeah, kids
I haven't
outside?
seen kids outside mad long to be
Word.
honest. New York, yeah, over there, nah, not really.
Facts.
I never see kids like that. So the landscape of New York, vintage, that shit ain't changed. Like everybody,
I mean, the vintage shit is still the same. Like,
round 2 vintage that just opened now.
Word.
Like it's been open for like 2 months or a month now.
almost a month type
Almost
shit.
a month. So
When-
what that shit did for the vintage shit?
There's like all these vintage stores, like there's Pro Cell in the Lower East Side, there's Deep Cover in the Lower East Side, but Metropolis that's on Broadway by 14th Street. It just opened more competition for them niggas and shit. I mean, they have a good selection there. You feel me?
I feel like they take
at
over,
certain times. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like opening day was crazy. Like they had some shit. Like my boy, shout out my nigga B Esco. My boy, he got there at like 3 in the morning. And I just got out of work at 8 in the morning from working at the shelter. So I went all the way from work to Jamaica, packed a bag, went right back on the train back to the Lower East Side. I got there like 30 minutes before they opened at 10:30, nigga. There was like 100 niggas in line. I skipped that whole line, boy.
Yeah, my son.
I went
My son
to-
got the cut on deck, nigga. Try to
I went to number
act up, get poked up, nigga.
Facts. I went to number 6, and niggas had sour faces on that I was skipping, but I didn't give a fuck, bro, because I wasn't waiting in the back. So then I went in the store. I saw Sean. Luke was there and shit, and I traded some shit. They gave me like 170 store credit, so I got a vintage polo band and a vintage Sponzy. I'm trying to say
That first week they had a lot of shit, but when we went in when
yeah,
you was on that photo shoot, it was empty.
The first day they had a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like them niggas sold a vintage Mob Deep T for $1,000. Them niggas had mad polo.
Nah, but the last 2 times we went, it's been Deadington and that.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
it's
been
been dry. It's been dry. You
Cause
feel me?
they waiting on niggas to take shit back. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it's not as hyped as the other store. Like you could walk in there.
Yeah, cause I feel like the vintage wave from like for like the majority of people died, but like the niggas who still rock vintage.
Yeah, but like
the hype is down on that shit.
where with vintage, you gotta like this shit
Facts.
to buy it. That's the thing, though. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna go and buy a Supreme tee
Yeah,
because it's
just 'cause
Supreme.
hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The vintage shit, you
with
gotta vibe with
vintage.
that.
Yeah, it gotta connect to you personally. You feel me? Type shit.
Because
So-
if it doesn't connect with you, it's just an old T-shirt.
Facts.
Yeah,
It's just old t-shirt. You paying a high amount for old t-shirt, so
Yeah.
niggas don't really see the value in it.
Like for an example, like I collect Marvel tees because I used to collect comic books, so I lived through that through my tees. I collect North Face jackets because I always wanted North Face jackets when I was younger, but my pop. Then I collect hip hop shit because I love hip hop. You feel me? But the hip hop shit is
The
like
hip hop shit is
the hip hop shit is on the high end spectrum.
Yeah,
of
cause that's what
vintage,
everybody
bro.
wears. The hip hop
Yeah.
shit.
Like I'm selling, I have an all white Tupac snapback, which is very rare because you only see the black ones. And I'm selling
Yeah, I
it
only
for,
seen the black
yeah, I'm selling it for 80, which is a good price. But niggas out here would rather spend. I noticed a lot of people in New York would rather spend in a store than spend with somebody they know or
Yeah,
just somebody in
yeah.
the street. Like for an example, last Supreme season, my brother, when the Supreme bag craze was crazy. Like you know when everybody wanted Supreme
Yeah.
bags, the side bags,
The
and all that
fucking
shit?
side bags and shit.
Nigga, my brother,
Fucking shoulder shits.
my brother caught 6 of them shits. Went to round 2 to try to get them off. I think he didn't want to get them off type shit. So he heard that the people behind him heard that he wanted 100 for them. Like they was right behind this nigga. They heard he wanted 100 for them. For some reason he didn't sell it to round 2 or whatever. And these niggas went right behind him, went to the counter and bought the same bag for 150.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
Now, we've talked about this on the show a lot. Like, having a store is like basically you name your own price because niggas see that as to be like, all right, so if I cop a bag from you, I'm probably never gonna see you again. So if you sell me some bullshit, then whatever. But I cop a bag from round 2, niggas is gonna be like, yo, I could bring this back to round 2 and say this is bullshit. Even though they're not gonna say anything.
You can post that white Tupac snapback up on like just on your shit, right? For however much it is, let's just say like 80 or whatever, right? Like not many people will hit you up or even like care, but if you put that same hat in round 2 vintage and they put it for like 150 and they just be like, yo, this is crazy.
It'd be gone right away because that's the thing, they have more eyeballs than you do.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
And also niggas want to feel like they bought something from a store, you feel me? Like it's like when you go to like you go to Dover Street Market or some shit, nigga, and you cop some shit, nigga, it's like, yeah, nigga, I got this at Dover Street.
Yeah, this nigga on Wednesday.
It's just a type of, I guess, I understand, I guess it's just a type of feeling to certain niggas.
I get that, because, like, when somebody asks you, yo, where'd you get that? You're not going to say, oh, this is some dude off of IG. You feel better saying, yo, I copped this off of round 2, like, from Pro Cell.
But I feel like round 2 does have that mystique now. You feel me? Like how niggas always used to want to go to Barney's or some shit like that. Like, y'all got this from Barney's. Like, y'all got this from round 2. Like, round 2 is like that for, like, vintage niggas.
Too bad the shit is fake. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of
They be having a lot of fake shit there?
Yeah, they do. And the round 2, there's an Instagram called Round 2 Fake Spotter with, in the hype store only, they post a lot of fake shit. But then that nigga I was talking to was telling me that some of they shit is fake. You feel me? Which I don't knock that shit. I don't knock them for that shit because at the end of the day, a storefront is gonna come across fake.
Oh no, for sure. Like you're not gonna catch every fake.
Every store is gonna get stolen from too, bro.
Yeah,
it's just a part of the game, bro. I'm not knocking the shit. There's tons of shit I caught that I thought, oh shit, I'm hype. I caught this, and it turned out to be fake. You feel me? It's not knocking.
You can't. It's a part of the game. Like it's definitely a part of the game. Think about it. Niggas who scam with fake shit would wait for a new nigga to come in and take it to them because they not gonna take it to like Luke or Chris. Any of them niggas who like no.
They're gonna wait for that white black bitch to be working and be like, yo.
They're just gonna take whatever it is. Like that's how shit be 9 times out of 10.
Right. Plus, like every type of those stores got fakes. It's inevitable. There's too many.
Nigga, you say that, but StockX sells mad sneakers and they sell mad fakes. And all them. There's no way you gonna catch all them shits. There's no way you gonna catch all them shits. I'd rather buy them from like a round 2 and then catch a fake, because I could take that shit back and like, yo, this shit is fake. Like you can look up the cameras and if you go to StockX, you read the label under the StockX shit and says if you don't send it back within 24 hours, then it's quiet. Yeah. Like, so what you gonna do then? You spend a rack on some Travis Scotts and then what? Then you stuck on your ass.
Even Nike.com be selling fakes.
Nah, he wildin'. He wildin'. Yo, if Nike ever send me some fakes, nigga, that's an ill check. I'm never paying for a sneaker again.
They send it from the factory next door. It's got the swoosh on backwards.
Oh, no. Yeah, the Travis Scotts.
From the little Mexican lady from Bushwick. Facts. Nah, but I went to Metropolis and shit for the grand opening party.
Yeah, we saw you on Best Tea.
Facts. So
Best Tea.
I walked in the fucking place. And niggas was like, oh, that tea's crazy, da-da-da. Niggas was like, oh, you won already, nigga, you won. They like, yo, just act surprised, yo. When we
nigga said act surprised? So like, I would love to see this nigga act surprised.
I was just like,
yo, it's crazy, nigga.
So you walked in and they fuck with your tea so heavy, they just decided you won.
Yeah, so.
It's the Busta Rhymes tea, right?
Facts. I went downstairs. It was a little party. There's a couple niggas I knew there. Said what up, we was talking and shit. Then I won like a $50 gift card. But the thing with Metropolis is like...
Metropolis got gift cards, nigga?
Yeah. The thing with Metropolis is like, they have a crazy selection, but like a lot of their shit is overpriced.
It's expensive as shit.
Yes.
They have like a minimum price of like 35 beans.
Yeah,
I think it's 45.
Yeah,
45.
Yeah. 45. And then the ones that's for 30 don't be vintage ones.
Yeah, like round two got their minimum price is 40. But like round 2's vintage is strictly vintage. Like, bro, you go to Metropolis, you'll find like
new shit,
a mid 2000s T-shirt in there, like shit that's.
I mean, that's probably vintage now, nigga. Mid 2000s, like 10 years ago. Almost.
We gotta remember, we old as fuck now.
Yeah. Once it turns 20, it's vintage. Once it turns 20,
that's the cap. 20.
Yeah, 20
so right
years
now,
old.
1999 and earlier.
Yeah, so 2000. Like I got a vintage Soprano tee from 2000. But once it hits 2020, nigga, it's vintage. So.
Hey.
And I also got a vintage. It's not vintage. It's an ODB tee, but it's from 2011. It's fire though. I still gotta wait a little minute. I gotta wait till like 2030, right?
Yeah. Facts. You gonna hold it on?
Hell yeah, bro. Cause fucking nigga, I'm gonna get my money's worth out of that bitch, bro. And it's the T-shirt, black T-shirt with the benefit card, but the picture's different on the benefit card. Like his face is tilted a little bit.
My son getting blown. Hooper getting blown up like that. My son TSB right now getting all the calls for the vintage right now. I guess we can transition this to since we already in New York and we hit these stores. Million Dior got a new Nas collab coming. Is it out or is it coming out?
You can pre-order it now.
You can pre-order now.
So it'll ship out when the album comes out.
Yeah, it's for the Nas Lost Tapes 2 album. They got not the ice tray, but the fucking ashtray, candle, and then 2 hoodies. They got just shirts too.
They got shirts too.
They just say the Queens on it.
No, so the tees got like something on the front, on the back is the track list.
Yeah.
And then it's the hoodies and the long sleeve that say Queen's Wolf on it.
What y'all think about this little collab with Nas?
Me personally, I thought it was dirt.
Dirt.
I would like to see some pictures incorporated and shit.
Yeah, just something more stuff related to
Teams be like more graphic shit.
Yeah, facts. But the ashtray was pretty cool. You feel me? I like the ashtray.
Definitely gonna get the ashtray to smoke the blizzies out of.
Facts. Dump my vegan blunts on the ashtray.
Maybe that's what you think about this shit.
I feel the same way about this shit. I feel like it's too plain.
Yeah.
Especially because this is supposed to be the album that Nas really wanted to drop.
But y'all think it's too plain for the price, or y'all just think it's too plain in general?
I think it's too plain, period.
Like if it was 45, y'all would have been like, what?
40. I don't like the tee, nigga. Like
the tee's cool. Like it's the varsity like font with just Queen's Wolf on it.
Yeah,
it's whatever.
I feel like I gotta fuck with Nas more to be like inclined to like get something that's just so simple.
But I love Nas though.
Yeah,
that's the
thing.
thing.
You love Nas.
I love that.
But I still fuck with that. I think the ashtray and the candle are the hardest.
How much is the tees?
The tees is like 45.
That's not bad. That's not a bad price. The hoodies what?
Like 80.
That's not bad at all, nigga. I thought it was $1 million on the oil prices, like $180, $80 for the tee.
It's merch prices, because you know how they do.
That's dope. With the ashtray, y'all know how much the ashtray is?
It's 45 or 50.
50.
That's not bad at all. And then the candle, like 30.
The candle's like 50 as well, but if you get the candle and the ashtray together, they give you like a bundle deal.
Oh shit! For how much is it?
Yeah, it's like so. If you bought them separately, it'd be like 115 or something. But if you buy them together, it's like 90.
Oh yeah, y'all niggas definitely about to cop that today.
I mean, you trying to go half on, I get the candle, you get the ashtray.
Yeah, that's a good deal, nigga.
I ain't got my own crib to ash my own blunts in yet, so
that is true.
It'll just be sitting.
Just do it on the subway, nigga. Ash on the subway.
If a nigga brings out an ashtray to ash on the subway, I'll start cracking up.
That's some classy shit, nigga.
Some funny shit. I was on the train one time and I saw these two Crip niggas. And one of them, bro, I ain't gonna front. He was looking wild, dusty, boy. This nigga was looking, bro. He had a black eye, like he looked like he just got beat up, like. So he starts talking to his other Crip nigga. So then, boom, the Crip nigga, the one he's talking to, like he's dressed. You feel me? Like I wouldn't say he's fly, you feel me? But he's dressed. You feel me? Like the other nigga was looking crazy. Like he looked like he just dirty tank top. Like he was just looking crazy. So I'm sitting across from the nigga, and then I notice he starts cuffing his hand and putting it by his mouth. But then I see the other Crip nigga before that, he pieces him, he's like, alright, and moves to the other side. The nigga smoking a fucking joint on the train, bro, like a packed train. This nigga gave no fucks, boy. Like, this nigga... At
all times I've been in New York, I've never seen anybody do that shit.
Bro,
that's wild.
Never seen
I seen crackheads smoke cigarettes on the train.
I seen cigs, yeah.
This nigga, bro, the whole train ride, bro, but he was trying to be discreet. He was smoking it, hitting it, and then blowing it in his shirt. But
That's
it's like,
stupid,
bro, you already
smokes
smoking
gonna go everywhere anyway.
That's some like high school shit. I remember the kid in my class was like fucking smoking in his shirt during class. I was like, yo, you the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
Like, what is that supposed to do? Filter it out, nigga?
Yeah, nigga, you still gonna smell, nigga.
Fact. Especially if you blowing it right onto your clothes. Like, what do you expect is gonna happen?
Word, nigga. So the nigga, it was just everybody's looking at the nigga. It was just funny though. You feel me?
Ain't nobody say shit. Ain't nobody call the cops. You know the cops have to say shit.
Nobody says shit.
Yeah, nobody give a fuck here, nigga. That's what I like. Nobody gives a fuck.
That's what I love.
As long as you're not beating up nobody, ain't nobody saying shit.
Yeah, as long as you mind your business.
What kind of day you gotta be having to light up on the subway? Like, you can't even wait.
Like he said, nigga, the nigga probably got beat the fuck up.
That nigga looked stressed. Another crazy shit. I'm with my cousin in Knickerbocker Avenue, and we was just finished smoking and shit. And I go to the store and I'm so mad, nigga, because I was off point this whole time, nigga. Because when I smoke, after I smoke, I like to hear music and shit. Because that shit, it sounds way better, nigga. Like. It sounds great, nigga, and I just like to be in my zone when I'm hot, nigga. So, boom, I'm hearing music. My cousin's getting a Lucy, he sees a female get groped.
Oh,
like,
is this? You told me the story.
Like, I didn't tell you, right?
No, you didn't tell me.
Bro,
the listeners definitely
some guy seen this Mexican lady, and he fucking put his whole hand, like he hugged her.
Nigga violated.
Yeah, and put his whole hand on her pussy, bro. Like, he got a whole feel, nigga.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Right?
He like
bro,
picked her up and shit, right?
Nah,
he picked her up?
Nah, he hugged her and grabbed her shit. Like, he hugged her shit, and then his whole other hand was on her pussy.
What the
So
fuck?
she got scared, bro. Like, my cousin said she put her face. So she got scared, so the nigga peeped, my cousin peeped, so he stepped outside, and my cousin stepped outside, and he's just looking at my cousin and shit like, oh shit.
I would have death rocked this shit on the train.
Like, oh shit.
No,
this was on Knickerbocker Avenue. Yeah, this was on Knickerbocker Avenue.
Like with eyes.
Yeah, and I'm just high on the side, nigga, on my phone, bro. Like, not knowing what's going on, nigga. I was tight, nigga. I missed this shit. So he looks at my cousin, he spins off. So my cousin tells the lady, he's like, oh, did he touch you? Did he touch you? And she just ignores my cousin because I guess she felt embarrassed about that shit. You feel me? Because somebody peeped that shit. So then her husband's in the store, some big, tall Mexican motherfucker. And he goes, Ete, like pointing at my cousin. She's like, no. She tells him he left. So then he asks her again. He's like, Ete. She's like, no. So then he steps outside. He sees me. He points at me. He's like, Ete. She's like, no, that's not him. My cousin tells him like, yo, you don't understand English, boy? She told you it's not us. He's like, yeah, I understand English. He's like, all right then, nigga. We told you it's not us.
Bro, he just wanted problems.
Well, who wouldn't, nigga? You definitely like, problems if anybody touch your wife like that. The closest nigga next to him. I would have rocked this shit. I would have rocked this shit.
So then she goes across the street, talks to her family. We just looking at her family. My cousin's putting me on. We looking at her family. This nigga's like 5 feet away from us. He's going in the car. He's looking through the car or whatever. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was looking through the car for, but you could just see he was tight, but he wasn't looking at us. Like, we was just staring at that nigga because my cousin's like, yo, he's a dumb nigga, bro. Like, she told this motherfucker 6 times and he's still asking. Then we realized this nigga was from, like, Virginia or something because it was a Mexican family. Like, this how you know they not from New York. It was a Mexican family in, like, a fucking SUV truck with Virginia plates, so you know them niggas wasn't from out here, because all these Mexican niggas is out here pushing carts or taking a train, bro. Like, these niggas ain't driving SUVs. So it was just niggas, something happened to them when they came to the city, bro. You feel me? Like, these niggas came to New York.
That's crazy, though. I never seen nobody do that shit.
I never seen that shit, bro.
That's OD, nigga. What kind of nigga you gotta be to do that shit?
You gotta be a sick fuck, bro, to grab a bitch, bro.
Just randomly, like, you just walking in the block and you're like, alright, I guess I'm gonna grab this chick right now.
I couldn't even punch a bitch in the face, you feel me?
Goddamn, nigga, I hope not.
It depends. Like, I say, like,
this nigga.
I say it's a difference from a female and a bitch, like. If a female gets super crazy disrespectful, I might punch her in the face.
You wildin', nigga. You do not.
I won't beat a bitch.
Nah.
Like, never. I won't beat a girl, none of that, bro. If a girl acts like a girl, nigga, I'll eat a slap. You feel me? Like, if a girl slap me, I'll eat that. You feel me?
We do not condone
that. But like, if a girl fucking spit on me or fucking violated my face, nigga, she's getting tapped in the jaw one time.
Just one time.
One time, bro.
This nigga, you're spitting. Somebody spitting on you is a different thing. Yeah. But either way, I probably wouldn't punch you.
That's just out of obligation at that point. Like, you didn't give me no option.
Yes, nigga. Yo, we do not condone being women on this job.
Nah, we don't.
Transition this to the Stussy cactus plant shit. The job. 4th of July.
Yo, super uncoordinated drop.
Oh, super uncoordinated.
Out of this world.
Very false advertising.
That's why those tees aren't hitting.
I think a lot of niggas, I think they saw a lot of traffic coming from that, so they was like, yo, we can't do this shit.
Yeah. Plus, the jeans that everyone was hyped for.
The jeans is trash.
There's one of each.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't like the jeans or the fucking pants. The pants had the flag on it, right?
Yeah, there was just one.
And the shorts had the flags on it too. I'm cool on that shit. The tees, I feel like they could have done way better on. Like, the graphic on it was just like Stussy, and then the cactus plant.
I didn't like the cactus plant website shit flipped. I didn't like that shit.
Yeah, like I don't like that shit at all. I think they could have done that shit a lot better. I mean, the pricing was good though, to be honest.
Yeah,
the pricing was $45. Yeah.
Fact.
So I'm not mad at that.
It was good shit.
Don't lie about when this shit is coming out, or like you just don't know.
But that's super common, especially out here. That's mad common, nigga. Like, how much times have you been in the store and they told you it's one day, and then that same day they'll probably drop it?
Yeah, and they drop it.
That shit happens all the time.
Facts. Like in New York, when niggas got to get tickets for a drop, they'll be like, oh, it's coming out this time, and then they'll release it earlier. Yo, shout out my boy Shingo. I gotta put you on. So,
also another story.
Yeah,
it's a story time.
So, I like to network with people. Like, I know people in Spain. I know people in fucking Singapore. Niggas in fucking Connecticut. All over the place, right? So I'm telling myself, I'm like, yo, like, I want to make some Japanese connects because I need some friends in Japan. You feel me?
Facts.
So there's always this one Japanese dude. I always see this motherfucker around, bro. Like, everywhere I'm at, I see this nigga. I seen him on the Supreme line. I seen him at the Stussy archive sale. I seen him on the fucking M train. I seen him on Instagram, everywhere, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, just randomly, bro. I'm like, yo, I always see that Japanese dude everywhere, bro. I go to the Duck Down Barbecue, like, Black Moon was performing, Smith & Wesson. I went with my boy Mizzle. Shout out my boy Mizzle. I turn around, the motherfucker is right behind me, bro. Out of all the places I see him, I turn around, he's right behind me. So, boom, I start talking to him or whatever. I'm like, yo, I see you everywhere, bro. I see you on the Supreme line, Stussy. Boom. Turns out he's Japanese, bro. He came out here, and he loves New York. And, the crazy shit is, though, about Japan is, like, when we go to Japan, we think it's the craziest fucking place in the world,
that's
bro.
Like,
the shopping in Japan,
different out there.
Yeah, the shopping and the etiquette is on a 1,000, nigga. Japan shopping shits on New York by far, nigga. Like, it flicks it in the forehead, bro. Like, fuck y'all. Y'all can't fuck with us. Them niggas think Japan is trash and New York is the best place in the world, bro.
Yeah, because it's like one of them things, like, you lived there your whole life, so it's like, so whatever, it's whatever to you.
So when you get a different experience, it's like, yo.
Plus, you know how shit is, usually when, like, you in a certain area, everybody, like, sort of, like, dresses, like, the same, so it's, like, the same shit always being sold.
So when you go to New York,
when you go to New York and you see all this vintage shit that they don't have over there, like Supreme over here, like, that's
Supreme
just crazy.
over here is like Bape over there, like, they don't care about Bape in Japan, but out here it's like niggas
love Bape, nigga.
Out here niggas love Bape, but you can't. The thing is though, a lot of niggas out here, they only wear shark hoodies and t-shirts. Like, they're not really deep into Bape like
you
that.
already know they're not.
But out here, Supreme is more oversaturated, like how Bape is oversaturated over in Japan. You feel me? So I see why they go crazy for Supreme, because Supreme out there is double the price. So long story short, I met him. And then he introduced me to some other boy. His Instagram is Soto Shop NY. Bro, this dude, bro, this nigga buys everything, boy. Like, exclusive Nike Soho t-shirts you can't get in Japan. Vintage, Supreme. Like, his Instagram shit is crazy, bro. That nigga got mad shit. But I made 2 Japanese friends, you feel me? I completed one of my
That's a good move,
That's just
though,
the community of, like, streetwear.
Yeah, that is like the community of that shit, for real.
All it takes is one piece, bro. Like, I could see somebody with a fire t-shirt.
That just know, like, they into the same shit.
Yeah, that I know an average person is going to look at it like it's just a t-shirt, and that just sparks the conversation, you feel me?
Facts.
And then you meet good niggas in this shit, and then you meet bad niggas in this shit. I met greedy niggas. I met good niggas in this shit. My 2 boys I fuck with, shout out Peep Show NYC. Own Vintage.
My son, mad shouts out, boys.
Bro, both these niggas' names is Louis.
Luis.
And Louis is my pop's name, and I don't really fuck with my pops like that. He's a dirtbag. So it's like, I met 2 niggas in this shit named Louis. Both of them's named Louis, and both of these niggas bless me, bro. Like, shout out my nigga Own Vintage. This nigga gave me a turtleneck.
This is the dude we met in the park?
Yeah. He gave me and look, I'm about to tell you what else he gave me. He gave me a turtleneck polo knit. 01 knit that it says 2001 on the bottom with the dog on it for free, nigga. Sold it for $160. Boom, this nigga just sold me a vintage Dreamcast denim jacket for $40. I don't know what it is with this nigga. I love him to death, but the magic number's 40, nigga, because that's all I pay for everything I get from this nigga. It's $40, bro. This nigga
offer him 40 for his car. See what
shit,
he
nah.
Probably get to you, nigga.
This nigga sold me the Dreamcast denim jacket fire, but then he blessed me with a pair of asparagus SBs. Like, they got mine in heel jack, but they fake crispy. Then my
nigga, somewhere downstairs.
My other boy Louis,
Peep got the box kinda quick, nigga.
Peep Show NYC, like, this nigga sold me shit for good prices. Like, he sold me my boys Morrissey tee. He sold me some 2 crazy polo jackets for $30 each. Like,
the Morrissey tee is super high.
Yeah, facts. I bless my son AB Dash. You seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I bless him with it.
This was recently?
Yeah, vintage Morrissey tee.
That's the shit you told me that you wanted to send him?
That's Thunder?
Yeah.
Because I asked him.
Yeah, it's Thunder.
I asked him for your address and shit.
Yeah.
To send as a
some low-key
surprise.
shit.
Yeah.
But then it worked out. You came out here, so.
Like, this nigga's hilarious. He's like, yo, you fuck with that Morrissey nigga?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know who Morrissey is though, for real.
I had to make sure, you feel me, because.
But for a nigga who always thinks he has bad luck, GSB, this nigga always gets good luck on shit.
Nah,
nigga got free.
I got 2
Kermit teas for free. Nigga, that's like $1,000. What are they going for? Like 1,000?
That's like 12.
600.
600?
Yeah, 600.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Well, I ain't gonna front. I got blessed with crazy.
This nigga always gets blessed
like
with mad shit.
The Busta Rhymes tea, I paid $40 for. It's worth.
That's a tea he won the best tea for at Metropolis with.
Fact.
Oh, nigga, it's pouring, nigga.
Let me get that window.
Oh, hold on. Let me stop it.
I got no jacket on me, none of that.
Alright, back from a regularly scheduled programming.
Facts, Mother Nature called.
Facts. Nigga, Mother Nature killed our plans for after the podcast. Supposed to hit the city and shop OD. I mean, maybe I'll stop raining by then.
Facts.
And now we could chill here and watch Seinfeld like classics.
Mother Nature, you're a big whore.
This nigga.
We're out to Rockaway Beach.
Nigga, Far Rock, fuck you. I'm not going out there.
We're gonna rob a few
Nigga.
people out there trying to enjoy their day.
Yo, so TSB, what is the next plan for you as far as vintage wise? Like, what's the next steps? What steps you want to take it to now?
You want to leave vintage entirely, or you gonna?
Nah, I'm gonna sell vintage. Is me personally, I'm not gonna buy vintage.
Like for you anymore?
No more. Like my collection's already up there. Like with certain shit. Like I already got like 13 North Face jackets. Like over like 40 different tees.
I mean,
like,
that's good for New York niggas. Winter here, except for like 2 months.
I'm trying to switch to new different shit, you feel me? But we're
next year is
Japanese shit, bro. That's my wave.
As far as like selling vintage shit, what you trying to get to a store? What you trying to do?
In August, I'm planning on opening a website. I'm not trying to talk on it too much, just in case it don't happen.
Yeah.
But that's my main goal. Like I'm stocking up and shit, so hopefully that turns out good.
Good curated selection.
Yeah, I got some shit in the stash. I've been stocking up on all my polo shit. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna have mostly bad polo. I'm gonna have a few Supreme shit on there, nothing too crazy. It's gonna be cool, nigga. Cool curated shit. This whole month, like, I'm planning on, like, trying to save this whole month. And then August, I'm trying to drop it August 27th, so on my grandfather's birthday. So,
Right.
The beginning of August, I'm going ham. Like, I'm trying to cop any little shit left I could throw in there, like.
You got a name for it yet, or you don't want to?
Dario's Archive.
No, Dario's Archive.
I call it Dario's Archive because I wanted to pay homage to my grandfather who passed away, and I liked Frank's Archive, but I got an uncle named Frank, and he's a dickhead, so I don't want to call it that. So I'm like, what could I do? So Dario, me and my grandfather shared the same middle name, which is Dario. So Dario's Archive, you feel me? And I mostly got my business mindset from him because ever since I was younger, he's the one who introduced me to thrift shops and flea markets and shit like that. Like, he'll take me to the Mexican flea market. Well, he called it the Mexican flea market. I don't know if it was called that, but it was a flea market.
It probably was not.
It was a flea market in the land, and we would let's go to the Mexican flea market, and like we would come up on like comic books, toys, and shit like that. And then one time, and I cherish these days too, because I remember there's times I didn't, like, I was tired of going, but I wish I went every day. Like, he had a booth in the Daytona flea market.
Yeah.
And there was a point in time where he got the one next to him, so he cut down that wall. He basically had like 2 booths, and then he had a cart, and he was just selling straight collectibles called Man Cave Collectibles. Word.
And he the reason why you collect Punisher too, right? That's
why.
Yeah.
So his name, coincidentally, him and the Punisher got the same name, which is Frank, type shit.
Yeah.
So like to pay homage, like when he passed away, like we wore Punisher t-shirts to his funeral. And to pay homage to him, I got the Punisher skull tatted on me and shit, like mean, and you feel me? Like
my son got the craziest Punisher.
Yeah, I got
archives
I got like 10 Punisher t-shirts in the stash.
Like rare shit though.
Yeah, very rare.
How much do you think?
As he has a Punisher
like
tee on right now.
Yeah.
Including the one you got on right now.
Yeah, facts. I got this. I traded a rare.
That was actually hard though.
Yeah, this one's crazy. And look, it still got the paint on it, but.
Oh, I thought that was a cum stain, nigga.
Nah.
Jeez, that's a crazy cum stain.
Yeah, it got
on the outside.
Yeah. Now, I got this at round 2. I traded 2 tees I got from the bins. Like I paid like $3 for both of them shirts, type shit.
So
I didn't care about them.
When it comes to Dario's Archive and like your shit, like you usually source your own shit. You go out and you.
Yeah, I'd source my own shit.
Like,
outside.
People don't usually come to you saying, "I want to sell you this shit. I think you'd be into it." Type deal.
Yeah, how often is somebody is it somebody bring you something, and how often is you picking something up?
Unless it's like my boy Own Vintage or my nigga Peep Show. Both of them niggas' names is Lewis. But shout out both Lewises. But like they would have something I would like, or I'll see if they post, and then you feel me, they'll give me a good deal and shit. And then a lot of the shit, boy, I had a little eBay addiction. I had to chill with the
little
eBay.
Nigga, you still got an eBay addiction.
Nah, I haven't copped nothing from eBay.
We gotta change your name to the eBay bastard.
Facts.
Bro, I've copped so much fucking shit on eBay, bro. Like, there's so much shit on eBay I didn't buy. Like, I won offers. Like, I have a bad habit. Like, there's a bunch of shit that I would offer on some impulse shit and then not pay for it. You feel me? There's a couple times, nigga.
Worst niggas on eBay.
Yeah, I had to switch up my accounts because they block you like every time you don't pay for shit a certain amount of times type shit.
Yeah.
So.
Goddamn, nigga, how much shit you was buying and not paying for? Like 6 items a day, nigga?
Nah. It's like.
You know how that shit goes. Like, you really want some shit, but but then you went off and you're like, you know what?
Because y'all niggas is mad impulsive, nigga.
Yeah. But then there's certain shit like automatic. I'm gonna buy it.
Fact.
Automatic.
If I don't feel like that, I don't buy shit.
Yeah.
Like if that was the case, I was looking for black shorts the other day. I would have bought like 3 different pairs of black shorts. Yeah, I'm not an impulsive buyer, but y'all both are impulsive.
Nigga,
buyers.
I got ADHD. I'm impulsive.
Yeah, I both got impulsive buying shit.
I just be liking shit. Like if I could touch it too, it's harder for me to say no.
Yeah, bro, and it's hard because it's like you're investing your bread, but it's like, bro, you have so much, bro.
Nah, to me, I always look at that shit and be like, yo, I wear this shit like twice. And I know I'm not going to wear it again, so fuck it. Kind of like the Neymar Nike shocks. Like, the color's so hard to get off because it's red, neon, and black. But I feel like I could put a good fit for them shits like 2 or 3 times, and after that, I won't want to after that.
Yeah, but for me, like, even if it's an impulse buy, if long enough time goes by and I open that drawer, I open my closet, and I see that shit, like, I get happy. Like, I'm glad I bought this shit.
Right.
Nah, but then that ain't an impulse buy, though. Impulse buy some shit you buy, and then you're like, I'll probably never wear that shit again.
I don't think I've bought something that I regretted.
It's like the cause tees, like... the last drop he just did, my brother caught me like 3 of the tees type shit.
Yeah, but shit, you'll wear that shit in like 5-6 years. You're just not wearing it now because everybody's wearing it.
Yeah, everybody got it out here.
We were just talking about this shit like a couple episodes ago. Well, how do you feel about the cars and like Keith Haring and shit like being kind of like out in the, like a better term, being hoarded out by all these brands? Like, it's so much brands that have cars and Keith Haring collabs and shit like that.
Artists from the 80s and 90s like reworked for today.
What you think about that shit?
I mean, I think the Keith Haring shit is cool, but that shit has like sort of a cult following. Like,
I fuck with that shit.
Yeah, or you gotta really know about Keith Haring, Andy Warhol, and Basquiat to go cop a tee from them. Like, these niggas now, these hype beast niggas, they just getting the cause tees because that's the hype shit. You feel me? Like, these niggas don't know about cause. They don't know that he used to be a graffiti artist. They don't know about original fake. You feel me?
They def don't.
They don't know about none of that shit. They just on some hype beast shit. And if you think you fly wearing a cause tee in 2019, kill yourself.
What you think more about, like, on the other side, as far as like cause himself, like selling all this product?
I ain't gonna front. I think don't get it twisted. Like, I think the cause tees are official.
No, for
but
sure.
It's like it's too
saturated,
oversaturated, bro. It's crazy out here, bro. Like,
the same shit with Mortal Kombat. Same shit we was talking about. It's like everywhere I turn, it's like nigga got a Mortal Kombat shirt or the pillows. Everybody crib I go to got the pillows and shit like that. Like, I feel like it's being too hoarded out.
And motherfuckers can't tell me shit about Murakami. Like, why do you like Murakami? Like, I had to ask myself that question too. Like, like, some of his shit is his artwork looks cool, but it's like I can't really spend that much on a pillow or a pin, bro. Because
really understand what that.
Yeah, I don't really. It's a like, flower with a smiley face.
I don't know shit about that dude. Like,
I like Murakami shit because I like the style of his art. For me, when I dress more like muted colors. But when I see shit like art, I like it to be more colors. So that's why I like it. I think because it's mad colorful shit. Yeah. I feel like it will brighten up the crib, but. Buying a piece of art to me that everybody has is not art to me.
Word.
That's not something I want to do. Like, I don't want to buy copies of some shit.
It's the same type of shit when you hit the Ross or like the TJ Maxx or the Home Goods and you get like the.
They compare Murakami to Ross.
No, I'm saying like
just for less.
You get the framed artwork in the back.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like the same
whatever.
shit.
Like, you got
it's still art, but
you don't know anything about the history about this shit. You don't even know what it is.
Facts.
It's just
some shit you can put in the bathroom because you need something to be up. Nah, but I definitely feel like that it's kind of just like how BBC was to me early on. Like it meant way more to me when a lot of people couldn't get it, and when now that anybody can get it,
but
don't mean as much.
BBC is like
it's still hard, but
it don't
mean as much to me.
Bro, BBC is hard, but it's like it's not there no more. You feel me? As in like.
I'm not gonna run that and spend my bread.
Yeah, like you're not getting. Nobody really goes to the BBC store. Well, some people do, but not me, nigga. Like I will never now go to a BBC store and buy a BBC T-shirt.
Facts.
It just loses kind of like its illustriousness, like wanting it like OD like that.
Yeah, like this isn't like 06, 09 when niggas was fucking going to the BBC store before you knew release dates and shit and trying to cop that shit and being sold out and shit, all that shit.
Well, like I like the BBC store because they sell a lot of Japanese shit. But what I feel like, I don't know why the fuck they haven't done this shit, but they should revamp like all the old zip-up hoodies with like the boombox, the cigarette, the dollar sign and shit, and make them shit stupid limited, bro. Stupid.
I feel like they should do the shoes again too.
Facts.
Put them on some Stan Smiths on Adidas. Put the shoes on. They would look way better because the Reebok ones was fat.
They did the Italian ones.
Yeah, I saw the Italian ones, but I think they should put them on the pair of Stan Smiths. Take off the stripes.
Dollar signs, Stan Smiths, the pony hair ones.
Yeah. Because the Reebok shits was way too fat. Those shits were too fat. But them shits was expensive though, wasn't they? Like $300, right?
Yeah, the Italian ones was $300.
Yeah. Out of the new brands, what brands you fucking with? Like how BBC gave you that feeling back in the days, and like Bape and all that shit. What brands you fucking with now?
So honestly, nigga, I just wear Supreme, Vintage, Subi, shit like that. Like
Emilion Dior.
Nah, I don't got no Emilion Dior. That's my boy AB Dash.
That's the same question. Like the vibe. What I get from that feeling is like it's from Amy, No One Awake.
Facts.
Like, I'd be on the site like, yo, what are they talking about? Like, what's like? Because I fuck with like the message behind the brands too.
Yeah.
What they stand.
They got good quality shit too. What you think about Awake?
Awake is cool. I'm not really into that shit though. You feel me? Like, I buy clothes that it always. If you see me wear anything, like for an example, like when Supreme released the spring tees. I'm not gonna wear one of those random spring tees, you feel me? Because this shit gotta connect with me personally. So that's why I got the Ghost Rider tees, because I fuck with the comics and shit. You feel me? Everything I wear, it connects with me personally, bro. There's never you wearing that because it's Supreme. No, I'm not that nigga from the projects who's getting it just because it's Supreme.
You'll never be one of those dudes that like check the website because you missed the drop.
And like,
and just buy something.
Yeah, what's still in stock?
What could I get? Like there's a Mexican nigga I used to work with in Five Guys, and he'll get Supreme just because it's Supreme. So if like for an example, if something sold out that he was aiming for, he's gonna just get something else because it's Supreme. You feel me? Like I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If I don't fuck with it personally, it's not me. The ODB collab.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for the tees to come out.
Yeah, they're not dropping those tees, bro. They already dropped the summer tees.
They dropping those tees, but they ain't dropping those. They're probably just dropping in the fall.
I don't know. I hope so, bro.
I think for sure they're gonna drop it. They're gonna drop those tees for sure. I think they're gonna drop it for sure.
But fucking, bro, the ODB collab, I thought it was the hardest collab ever. But it all sat. You feel me?
Facts.
And nigga, that's because I'm on some Brooklyn shit. Like,
but that's some good shit though. The shit that we want though.
That's why I
like that shit.
Like the 14s, bro. I wanted the black and blue ones. I was able to get them shits, bro. And look,
because that's the shit that connects with you.
Yeah, it connects. We talked about that shit. We didn't really like it because I don't like the studs on it. But if it connects with you, that's the shit. That's the shit about everybody having a different personality and a different style. Us three don't dress anything alike.
Nah, we don't. It's all different. And the thing I liked about them shits is like, when niggas ain't know, the black ones was the most limited because the white ones re-released on sneakers and they didn't even re-release the black ones, you feel me? And nobody wanted the black ones. They wanted to get the white and red ones, you feel me?
But the shit with Supreme, like what we was talking about earlier, it's for people who feel like they need to buy something from Supreme. It's just like the branding. Like, it's just like Emilion Dior and Supreme could probably the same shirt, and more people buy from Supreme because it's more known. But Emilion Dior shit might be better.
Yeah, they'll feel like they have to.
It's like I go back to saying, like, don't get it twisted, bro. I lived in the projects, bro. My grandmother still lives in the same project building for 30 years. You feel me?
Yeah. And
me, I love clothes, so I be observing. Like, I don't judge. There's a lot of niggas, like when you go to Soho and shit. There's a lot of niggas who's gonna judge your fit. Like, I don't judge it. I just look at it to see. I analyze people's shit.
Facts.
And me being in the projects a lot, you feel me? I analyze that. If it makes it to the projects, that shit is played out, you feel me?
Yeah.
For an example, like the shark hoodies, bro. Everybody has shark hoodies in the project. Everybody had Don C's in the projects. Everybody got a Supreme tee. You see everybody with a Supreme camp hat. But not one of them motherfuckers you can ask them who's James Jebbia, who's Virgil Abloh, who's Don C, they're not gonna tell you who that is. You feel me?
Shit, but that shit goes back to the brands too, because like we've always talked about on here, like how Gucci would like pander to like the more cultured part of their buyers, but then as soon as the culture start wearing them, then they start putting out bullshit so nobody buys them, and then they'll just keep going like that to revamp it so they get money. So it's always been like niggas think that just because it reaches a certain place, a certain people, that it's not gonna be valued the same. I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, they don't know really the value of the products, but the rich niggas don't know the value of the products either. They just buy because it's rich nigga shit.
No fact.
Because it's just like how much people you think in Rolex know who designs Rolex or how much time it takes to do a Rolex. But you got $40,000 to spend it though. Word. That's all they care about. They don't really care about if you know the culture. We do, because we don't want that shit to like be watered down, because we had this conversation last year about how streetwear was gonna be after Virgil took Louis Vuitton in.
Yo, Virgil smoking shit, boy. That nigga Kanye ain't fucking.
Exactly. This is the same conversation we had. Like, everybody saying that Virgil's stealing shit and all that shit, but he's putting mad niggas on.
And back to Off-White. Like, a lot of it's like with the Bape shit. Niggas buying Bape hoodies, Bape t-shirts, Supreme hats. Fucking everybody got a fucking Off-White t-shirt in the hood, bro.
I feel like Off-White got watered down when they just kept only doing the fucking logo shit.
But it's going back to like the Bape shit. A lot of these niggas aren't buying the cut and sew, the good shit.
Yeah, they just get the tees.
They want the tees.
Like they just get, I got the Off-White tee.
Like, they got the stripes.
Think about it. We talked about it on here before. Nigga, Louis Vuitton is only selling tees now. Like, all the high-end shit is all streetwear shit now, basically, because all the streetwear niggas are taking over high-end shit.
You seen those Dior sneakers with the dinosaur on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about the Chuck joints?
Yeah, they
was
like
Chucks. Yeah.
The first ones, they was cool.
I like the first ones better. I don't really like the shits with graphics on it like that. I like plain shit.
I saw the ones with the dinosaur on it. I'm like, boy.
But to tie the two shits together is that I think the reason why we fuck with like the new Louis Vuitton so much is because of Virgil, because we connect with him, because we seen him all the way. Like, how many niggas can name the director for Gucci?
Facts. I mean, we can't because we know, but like, a lot of people won't know
anybody because we fucking know Virgil.
Like, we know that face is a familiar face.
And speaking of Virgil, I was following that nigga in high school when he had 5,000 followers, bro. 5,000 followers.
He was on the Pyrex shit.
I was following him before Pyrex, nigga, because, bro, when I was in high school, I found Complex.com. This was when Complex.com was good, bro. Like,
it's been a minute since they were.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't even check.
Good meaning what? What don't you like about Complex now that they didn't?
Bro, it's the articles ain't there no more. Like, it's just boring.
It's
bro.
just watered down.
Probably back then in the way that like ad spacing and like how you gotta churn out so much content. It's so like.
And this was at the height of the shit Complex when Pyrex was kicking off, 40 ounce NYC was kicking off.
Yeah.
Fucking Supreme was more rare, like, nigga, you getting all these articles, like, cool-ass articles. Like, nigga, I was obsessed with Complex in high school, bro. Like,
I feel like when brands reach a certain point, it's like you have to kind of, like, water down your shit, because you can't have only 5 articles coming out a week.
Right.
And then you have all this overhead to pay. Same shit with clothing, to me. Like, with Supreme, when Supreme got bought out by the fucking... by the company, the equity company, they bought them out for $500 million, so they got to recoup that money. So that's why they're putting out more tees, and that's just more expensive. Like that. So I feel like you have to, at a certain point. The thing that we like about the brands is when it's new, because it's like you could put a face on it. Kind of like Emilion Dior, he do that shit by himself. Teddy do that shit not by himself, but he has a very close knit team,
and we recognize that.
Yeah, like, same shit with people. And I feel like Virgil's putting that stamp on the luxury shit. Like, you could put a face on it, even though it's a huge company. Like, you can still put a face on it.
The way he designs his shit, you'd be like, all right, that's Virgil shit.
Like, even though we talked about the Off-White shit, the show they had like 2 weeks ago or some shit like that. That shit was actually good. It's starting to go back to being good shit. Like, I don't know who's doing the shit for Off-White, but it's cool. Like, it's dope shit. As far as high end shit, who you fucking with right now, TSB?
Like,
Who you think is at the top right now of the high end shit? Who's killing this shit the most?
Virgil. Niggas ain't fucking with him. Who else? Kim Jones.
Yeah,
he's doing Dior, right?
Dior, pretty much the same list we got now.
And you know what's crazy? I got a cousin who works for Armani, and I don't really fuck with her like that, but besides the point, she was supposed to work for Dior. Like, Dior wanted her to, But I guess Armani paid her a little more. But nobody wears Armani out here unless you get in a suit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
suit.
Like,
yeah.
Who wears Armani t-shirt,
Clothes?
jeans, none of that?
Yeah,
Well,
they
she
make
could
shit besides suits.
She could have worked at Dior and could have blessed niggas with the course drop. So, nigga, she could have got niggas the BFFT, the fucking, not the BFFT, the T with the B on it.
Yeah.
The BFF doll. I heard them dolls are going for like 20 bands.
Yeah, they only put out like 5 of them dolls. Them dolls is like a rack of pieces, some shit like that. 5 racks of pieces, some shit. That's a different level of
I don't know what kind of job she got at Armani.
That's a different type of money, but if you get your hands on one of the 5, nigga, that's a guaranteed sale, bro.
For sure, that's a guaranteed sale.
Your inbox would be insane.
Right.
Post the picture of that shit.
Fact.
So same shit like with the Supreme drum set that they had this year. But the shit with getting something that big is what you gotta realize is it's only a certain amount of people who's gonna buy that.
Yeah.
So you gotta know when to sell that, when you can sell that. Same shit with the pinball. My homeboy had 2 pinballs, and I was like, I think the pinball's going for like 20 racks right now. I think probably more than that. Like
25, maybe.
Something like shit.
Somebody would pay for
he
that.
sold it for some crazy price, and I was like, yo, should have held on to it. And he was like, nah, when you get to a higher market, it's less people that buy that shit. It's kind of like a Rolex in a sense. There's only a few niggas who can buy that shit. Like, you just have to know when to get shit off and when to get shit off right.
Because that offer will come. Somebody's going to pay for that.
Somebody's definitely going to pay for that. But think about it, if that guy gets it from somebody else, then who you got now?
Yeah,
your market just got way smaller.
You cut it down by
it's gonna be more bread, yeah, because you're gonna be one of the last niggas with it. But who's gonna end up paying that 100,000 that you want or some shit like that?
I don't even know how many pinball machines or drum sets they made.
They made like 11 drum sets, and I think pinball machines they made like 10 or some shit like that.
That's fucking.
Because think about it, they know who the fuck is gonna spend $10,000 on a pinball machine or $1,000. That drum set was 5 racks, yeah.
And how much the drum set is going for now? Like 20, right?
Yeah, some shit like that. Like 15,000.
I mean, the day after it was going for like 12, like immediately.
Yeah. Same shit with the porcelain statue. That shit was like what, a rack?
That shit was like $978.
Nah, it was 5. Wasn't it 5?
$578 or $978. It was either half a rack or a rack.
It was a rack. I think it was a rack. It was like 9. I think it was $998.
Like 5 bands.
Nah, was it?
Look, it was like 4 bands, bro.
You think so?
Like yeah.
Or it was like 3.
It might have been like it might have been. I think TSB's right. Like it might have been like $3,000 because the original price for the porcelain shit was like a rack from that.
It's going for 8,000. Right
so what was the original price?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like
I think it was like
4,000.
Is that like $3,998?
I swear I thought that shit was like $1,000.
Maybe like the regular one. How much was the perfume? That shit.
The jump out the
yeah, it was $100.
How much? Who? I don't think that got a market for like resale, do it?
It's going for like $150.
That's not bad.
That shit'll go up. Oh yeah, it costs $4,000.
$4,000. Yeah. So you still made $4,000, nigga.
And you know what's crazy? I was there. I was there when the statue dropped. I was like I was number like 15, and
they have them when you walked in for sure.
Now there's some Chinese bitch bought one. But the manager...
You should have told me I would have copped one of them shits.
I know.
I would have sent you wild bread, nigga.
The manager came out and was like, who's buying the statue? And like, he said, this was the same drop as the Stone Island drop. He said, if you buying the Riot jacket, you can't buy the vest. So like, I think it's cop the vest or whatever. But fun fact, the manager of Supreme Brooklyn, his name is called Jeff Ping, I believe. He's like a fake famous skateboarder type shit. He was in the movie Kid. I think he's a skateboarder. I'm not completely sure, bro. But he's cool. Like when you go to Supreme, a lot of them act like dickheads because they're little sore faggots. But
yeah,
he's mad cool. Like you gotta talk to him and he'll be mad helpful to you and shit. Fun fact, he was in the movie Kids. You feel me? If you watch the movie Kids, there's a scene where this nigga Casper's sitting by the toilet, and then his other niggas drunk in the bathtub and shit, and then there's a nigga who comes take a piss. That's Jeff Payne, nigga.
Who takes a piss?
Who takes a piss while he's in the bathroom singing and shit.
I don't even think they show his face.
A little bit.
It's just like his body.
Oh, so he does a cameo.
Yeah, because Supreme was connected with Kids when they started. Because if you see Supreme, if you see Kids, there's a scene where they beat up the black kid in Washington Square Park, and you see one of the kids wearing a box logo. You feel me?
So for the people who
a lot of them skaters in that movie were part of the Supreme team.
Harold shit, right?
Yeah, Harold and shit.
So for the people who don't know what a Supreme lineup is like, how is it?
Alright, so before all this shit, it used to be regular. A lot of niggas skipping and shit. But now it's more curated. You got to sign up on a Tuesday to get a number on a Wednesday and a time slot, and then you go Thursday. So for an example, like if you get 10 to 12, you good. Like, you're gonna touch the product. If you get 1 to 2 o'clock, there's a small chance you're gonna touch it. But you get 3, 4, 5, you're not touching shit. So basically, you gotta go walk to the water by Bedford. I got kicked off the Supreme line one time, by the way, because I used my brother's ID. You gotta walk like 4 blocks from the store to the water. You gotta check in there. They give right a number on you. Then they put you across the street. Then you wait. If it's early in the morning, you don't wait, but you wait. Then the nigga walks you 4 blocks up to the store where you get to the second checkpoint, and then they check you in again, and then you go in the store. And then sometimes they in the store, they'll come up with a phone or iPad or whatever and ask you the name to make sure like you're not using somebody's name, so like you don't fuck up. It was like that.
No, it's like, and then when you get in the store,
it's a little process, yeah.
And when you get in the store, what's the process like for you to cop shit? You
gotta write a list when you get it before you go in the store. You either gotta put it on your phone and take off the lock screen, or write it on a piece of paper and you just write what you want, and then you gotta write like your choice, like second choices if they don't have it, third choices if they don't have it.
Well, and then when you have the first choice, it's basically you gotta put your size, or you can put any size you want.
Yeah, you could put like, I could put like, all right, Nas T a medium, and then say AB wanted a T, I could put that T in a size large, and they'll give me both sizes, you feel me? Like, they'll give me my T in a medium and him in a large. But sometimes they don't have that. But then sometimes they lie and say they don't have shit, you feel me?
Yeah, just because they seen that you put 2 or something.
Yeah.
One per item, though, right?
Yeah, but a lot of the niggas who work there, like, they're corny niggas, bro. Like, they feeling themselves because they work there. Like, they try to play the Chinese niggas talking crazy to them. Like, it's skateboarder niggas, bro. You know skateboarder niggas are weird, bro.
The dude from Curb, Jeff, was talking about how he went into the store and he went in and he was looking for a hoodie, and he was like, yo, do all y'all niggas act like assholes all the time? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, why? He was like, because niggas gonna come buy this product anyways. And he left and he said he was never gonna buy anything from that store ever. Because he was just looking for a hoodie to rock, just like on an off day. He walked in the Supreme, and this nigga said they was acting like assholes. I don't understand that.
I don't get it. That's supposed to be like their whole culture.
Yeah, but think about it like this.
They act like assholes until you tell them, suck my dick, come outside and fight me, and then they not an asshole.
Yeah, but you do that, then these niggas gonna ban you from Supreme every fucking week then. But the thing is with that is, this is what I don't get. So Supreme is popping now, but everything has its ebbs and flows. So when Supreme isn't popping, and you know for having asshole workers, then what you gonna do?
You can make everyone... Yo, guys, be nice, please.
Exactly. Like, what you gonna do then when the products is not going off the fucking rack?
And James Jebbia is weird ass talking about, he thinks his workers' attitudes are fine because they're skateboarders. Like, nigga, you work in a retail environment, bro. You want niggas to come back and buy your shit.
Facts. It's still a business at the end of the day. I understand. Like, yeah, you want them to be yourself, but nigga, ain't no way that you get 10 skateboarders all in one room and they all act like assholes.
Bro, when you start feeling yourself, bro, I feel like Supreme might have his downfall eventually, bro.
Nah, and it will have it. I think sooner than we think it is.
Maybe not like a full downfall, but it'll definitely like slow
it'll
down
dip. It'll dip for sure. It's already starting to dip because shit isn't really doing resale like that.
A lot of shit been said like it ain't even worth reselling. So like, making 20 over a T, like
if it's not big product, niggas ain't really flipping that shit like that. If it's not big product, like I was surprised the Buju Banton tees did so well. Like they going for good money, like 2 something.
I think that's just the power of the photo tee because a lot of niggas don't know who that is or listen to his
well, you know how that shit is. Photo tees, bogos. That's spring tees. That's the bread and butter of everybody.
CDG,
North Face,
CDG.
CDG. Stone Island shit don't really do bread like that because there's a high price point on it.
Yeah.
And then some shit there. I'm mad. The black boonie hat. I got the coral one, but it's fire. It was $90 and the coral one goes for $50. They had the black one. I could have got the black one. That shit's going for $220, bro.
Yeah, you have to know what colors to do it, what colors to get in.
But I got tired of black, bro. Like I got a lot of black shit I wear, so I want to
ask me all day. You go in my closet, straight black, grays,
black and white,
grays, white, navy blues, cream, and then jeans, nigga. That's what I'm fucking with the most.
How y'all feel about Gucci?
I think we've had this conversation about Gucci.
Shout out my fly more than I'm Keisha.
I think we've had this conversation about Gucci.
I've never been really.
He's never really been into Gucci like that. I like Gucci, but I feel like to me, if I had to put Gucci in a space, I'd probably say it's like Supreme. It's like all the hypebeast niggas with that shit. Like,
there's this girl I work with. I just shouted her out, but she might hear this. But
she definitely gonna hear this.
She dropped a bag, boy. Like, straight nigga. She'll be working in the homeless shelter with fucking Gucci chocolatas, nigga, in a Gucci bag with Gucci frames.
That's the shit that I'm talking about.
Like she do it though, you feel me? Like, but the thing I like about her, bro, she got her own like. But there's not a lot of bitches dressing like that. Like a lot of these girls be on some Fashion Nova shit. Like, like you feel me, on some Fashion Nova thought shit. Like, nah, bro. Like she'll go to the Gucci store, and it's not like. You don't see her in Gucci Aces or nothing. Like I seen her the other day with a Louis bag and Louis like Birkenstock type shit. Like, but she official, so she could dress, boy. She different. I
feel like Gucci don't really put in time for shit anymore. Like Virgil shit is hitting right now.
Yeah. Fact.
Like I like his shit the most.
I feel like Gucci had his run after the A sneakers. You feel me?
Gucci, yeah. When the A sneakers was going, they had the embroidery shit and all that shit. But they did the embroidery shit too much, and now they did the shit that I like is like the Dapper Dan shit, but. The Dapper Dan shit is so expensive,
and it was dirt.
Like it's super expensive. I like a few pieces that they have when they first did the '80s shits, but I feel like, and then they did the racist shit. So like, after you not putting out good product and you on some racist shit, I'm not really rocking with you like that.
The fact that niggas spend the whole paycheck on like one piece.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton and Dior, I feel like have cornered the market out right now. I don't think nobody's fucking with them right now at all. Yeah. Like as far as high end shit, like Hermes and Chanel is always gonna kill it, but I feel like they're on a totally different level.
Yeah, they're the ones that are connecting with us and making fire, artful shit.
Facts. And back to my point, like I feel
like no racist shit.
I feel like it's mad rare for females nowadays to have their own sense of style. You feel me? Like
now, be some fly girls.
Nah, there is of course, but like
especially in New York.
Facts, but for tasteful wise, like a lot of females I encountered personally, like it's rare for me to encounter a female personally that's fly. You feel me? Like. Yeah, I might see a girl in a Supreme tee or whatever, but she wearing some ASOS or some Fashion Nova shit, like, with that shit. Like, we don't do that, you feel me? Like, type shit. But it's, like, yeah, you go to Soho, you see girls fly and shit, but it's encountering somebody personally who's fly, you feel me? Like, that's rare for a female,
I feel like the girls in DSM was fly. Like, the workers there was super fly. Fact. The one thing I'll say about DSM, our trip to DSM.
But what's the odds you meet one of them bitches in the wild and become and like you're seeing them every day?
Now every day depends on where you live too. Fact. Like it depends on where you live. Like you said, the girls from my neighborhood, the people from my neighborhood 9 times out of 10 just wearing Jordans and Supremes,
champion
shit. Like champion shit, and like it's AB Dash hates champion.
I hate them champion sneakers. You saw the new, bro. You haven't been here enough, bro. Everybody out here is wearing this new champion sneaker, bro.
Nah, I'm tired.
Champion sneaker, like what? Bro, like actual champion sneaker. You talking about the one that just has the embroidery shit on the side?
It's a champion sneaker. It looks like a chunky dad shoe type of shit.
Oh, it's the same shit with the Feli shit.
Yeah, it looked like some champion.
I've seen nigga the one conversation.
If I see one more black bodycon dress with the fucking chunky ass Feli, I'm gonna lose my mind.
One thing me and AB Dash was talking about when we was on the train back from DSM was I've seen so much girls in those Feli shits, and the thing I like about New York is that everybody's style is diverse. But I feel like niggas is just doing the same shit everywhere now.
Of course.
Like, I don't understand. Like, the girls in DSM, when we talk about our trip to DSM, I kind of was disappointed in DSM. That was my second time there. The first time, I feel like they had way more shit. This time, it was really nothing. I feel like
they were really clearing out for the sale, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like this time we went it was just like more of like going to an art gallery that just happened to have clothes.
I got that vibe too.
Like
it's appealing to the eye going to DSM.
Fact. Like it's something dope to check out, but it's not like
you go to every floor and there's like 3 different stores.
Like the tees, there was no tees.
Nah, and in terms of actual stock, it was really lacking.
Facts. Yeah. The shoes. Like it was, I was in a couple pair of Reebok. Remember when we went downstairs? Yeah. I was in a couple a pair of the Reebok 80 CCs, but I didn't like the color of the shit because they had a tab on it, so I didn't really fuck with it. But TSB copped some shit, you copped some shit, but I didn't really. Nothing was appealing to my eye like that, to be honest.
Yeah, it could have been better.
The Emilion Dior store, we finally hit the Emilion Dior and Cafe. What you think about the store, AB Dash?
It's fucking beautiful.
TSB, what you think about the store?
That was a cool store.
Now the store's cracked, nigga.
It got a nice
the aesthetics of that shit is cracked. If I had a
store, it'd be some type of shit like that. Maybe a little more rougher around the edges because the store is really pristine.
I like how it looks pristine, nigga. Yeah. I like how it looks like. It looks like. It kind of looked like what George's house looked like in Seinfeld, but if it was like super, super nice.
Yeah.
Like it has that brown leather couch.
I like how they put through the Jordans like in
they just have like Jordans like in the corner.
Yeah, the OG retro Jordans with the crumble and shit. Like I like it. Yeah. I mean, nigga, while we talking this shit, I bet you AB Dash gonna be, hey, let's go to the day after we leave the podcast. It's just back sunny. It's back sunny, nigga. We good money now.
Definitely. I still gotta go souvenir shopping.
Just souvenir shopping. Let me think. What other topics we got?
I'm just ready to hit this fucking city again, bro.
This nigga hungry. Both of these niggas hungry.
It's my last day.
Yes, AB Dash's last day. TSB. What else you want to say about the New York market? Anything that you want to see? If you wanted to see something change, what would you say to change? Out of like shit.
I want to see more niggas copping shit that they fuck with personally. You feel me? Like, I don't get why niggas, like, for an example, like when I went to Dover Street, that CDG shit, like, why is that hat $250 and it just says CDG on it? Like, it's nothing really appealing to the shit. Like, a lot of niggas out here just buy shit because of the name brand, not because they fuck with it personally.
Yeah, we've talked about that shit a lot, how people just buy it for the name brand.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, niggas just need to have their own sense of style, boy. Like, I know a nigga who buys Mad Supreme, right? And this nigga tried to tell me, because the Supreme they released last season, this Timberland boot, and it looked like some shit out of Juice, like some old classic shit. Some shit was fire.
40 Below joints?
Nah, they not 40 Below. They some other shit that I think they called the Hiker 80, some weird shit like that. Yeah. They fire though. Anyway, I'm telling him like, yo, nigga, them shits is hard. Da da. The nigga tells me, yeah, they alright, but they ain't sell out yet. I'm like, so what that means? He's like, oh, all the fire shit is what sells out. So I said, oh, just because it ain't sell out, it's not fire. So if Supreme releases a shirt that says Supreme eats cock and it's sold out, that's a fire t-shirt, bro?
Niggas definitely gonna bet you that's a fire t-shirt. If it resells this year, say if that tee came out for $48 and that shirt resell for $400, when they redo that tee next year, niggas is gonna go crazy for it, man. Yo, this is the best shirt in the world.
Like the mental gymnastics they do, like, oh, it sells out, it must be fire.
That's why, bro. I do this shit.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I do this shit from the head to the socks.
But the thing that goes back to the conversation we was having earlier, that a name brand or like a storefront is more than a quality. Like, say if you put out a t-shirt and it's way better quality than a Million Dior, a Wake or some shit like that. They just because they have a storefront and they have clients, your shit won't sell because you don't have nobody. But the same customer will buy their shit over your shit all the time, and then they say it's better quality.
I got a topic we could talk about. Back to my weirdo boss.
Alright, bro.
Easy with that, nigga.
No, he's not. Nigga, it ain't nothing personal. You feel me? Anyway, he might go. I don't know, but. What happened was this dude, his quality, all right, my boss is trying to make clothes, right?
Yeah. I feel like everybody out here trying to make clothes that got a podcast.
Yeah. So he don't got a podcast though. But anyway, he's trying to make clothes. So all the quality, don't get it twisted, bro. The quality on it was official. You feel me? The clothes he made. But he made it. It looks like Cactus. It looks like Chinatown Market. You can obviously see it. He got influenced by Chinatown Market, Fear of God, and a fucking Nipsey Hussle jacket he saw in the video. He just mixed all three of them together.
That's a crazy ass mix.
Yeah, that's a crazy ass mix.
Yeah, bro. It Anyway, the clothes is trash. The quality's good. The designs is trash. Like, it's nothing original. This is what got me tight about it. Yeah, he makes bread and shit. I'm not knocking him for making his bread, but he jumped into he never put out no product, right? Never put out no product, never gave out no samples for free, none of that.
Yeah.
Never had an Instagram following, none of that. He spent so much bread to what's that word? Manufacture these pieces and shit. Got an expensive ass place for a pop-up in Brooklyn. Well,
without selling anything yet.
Never sold one piece ever.
No marketing.
No marketing, nothing. Never sold one piece ever. Like, it was nice though. Like, the space was nice and shit. Like, the way he set up the shit was nice. Like, it looked official. Like, it looked like some shit you go into Soho, you see a store type shit.
Yeah.
But he never put out no product, no marketing. He got no following on his Instagram, and this nigga's charging like $400 for jackets and shit. And don't get it twisted. He sold some shit. He had a lot of people there. He sold some shit to the people he knew. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, getting it out to the public. You feel me? Like, yeah, niggas bought that off the strength because they know you. But what about when you make actual more product? Nigga, you never put out product, bro. Yeah. Your Instagram got no following for this shit. And you made all this shit and you trying to sell this shit for high price points and niggas don't even know who you are.
I think
bro.
A lot of
niggas would want to spend $400 in Ralph Lauren instead of $400 from a nigga from the hood. You feel me?
I think what a lot of niggas think again too, like going back to that conversation about how people should buy something from you rather than in the store. I think a lot of niggas think it's easy. Like, shit should come easy. Like, I think niggas just think that you just put out a brand and it's gonna pop.
Yeah,
like podcasts and shit like that.
That's what he thinks. And back to what
that shit don't work like that. Back you gotta put your time in.
Yeah, back to what I told my barber too. I'm like, bro, he never even put out no product, bro. Like he never even gave shit out. Like he don't understand that, bro. Like for an example, like with these jackets I'm doing. I'm not speaking too much on it, but I'm just saying I'm doing these jackets.
New clothing line coming soon.
Upcycled vintage. I know for a fact, bro, like, I'm gonna make this shit, but I know I'm giving out some of this shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause I have to, bro, that's just how it works, bro. Like, you can't just off the rip make a bunch of shit and expect to sell because it's not gonna sell. He did it, bro, he made like one of each jacket, but then imagine when he makes a few of each jacket and all them shit sit, you feel me? Type of shit. And another thing is like what Gary Vee said, I understand why he did it. He did all this shit because he makes the money, nigga. He could do it, nigga. He could afford it.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not knocking him. That's cool, nigga. You could afford to do all that shit. But like Gary Vee said, the niggas who have the money, like the nigga in the vintage store in Bushwick, the niggas who have the money already, like it's accessible to them off the front, those are the niggas who lose the money.
Yeah, because you don't put no work in. You pay other niggas to put the work in for you.
The niggas who do this shit from the bottom, like me, nigga, I'm not the richest nigga in the world, bro. I don't have a lot of money, nigga. Like, nah, I'm not, bro. Come on. I just, bro, I get blessed with these pieces, nigga. Like, Jesus blesses me, you feel me? The niggas who start from the bottom like me, like, nigga, I can't even imagine to open a store in 2 months, nigga. Like, that's impossible for me, bro. Like,
because that shit takes time.
Yeah, bro, I'm looking at years, nigga, if that, bro, to make my shit, bro. Them niggas who start from the bottom, those are the niggas who make the profit. The niggas who's already got the money accessible to them and there's nothing to spend it, those are the niggas who lose the money.
Well, think about Sean. Think about what Sean did. Sean started in one store in Virginia. I don't know if he come from Berlin or anything like that, but he put in his time.
All them niggas put their collection together and sold them shit.
Yeah, like 3 of them.
Yeah, and they was like,
him,
fuck it.
Luke, and Chris.
They was like, fuck it, bro. If we work for a year and
just see what happens.
We don't got a boss.
Think about that shit. You don't got a boss, and you gonna like that mind frame. Like, look at how he is now. Like, we were just talking about this shit before we cut the mic. So he got 8 stores, and he putting a chokehold on niggas. Like, he's putting a chokehold on Pro Cell and all these other places because he gets shit in high volume and flips it in high volume. Like, some of the prices I really don't agree with like that, but he still does his thing though.
Facts, and a lot of things is true. Is like a lot of niggas do this shit. Like, selling this shit for the profit, nigga. Like, I strictly do this shit because I love this shit.
I think a lot of niggas do that shit just for, like, to say they do it, too.
Yeah, facts.
Like, you'll meet some niggas that just buy mad shit from Supreme and like, all these places just make $10, $20 over it.
And then they want to make top dollar and never sell this shit.
Exactly.
For stupid shit, nigga. Like, they losing money. Like, there's niggas like that in the bins, too. Like, I met niggas in the bins, bro. Like, these niggas would come up on shit. Like, for an example, I know this dumb
I feel like thrifting has got very, very, very trendy.
Yeah, it's mad
it's mad niggas who I knew that don't thrift, they're starting to thrift now.
Bro, there's this dumb Chinese nigga I know from the bins, and this nigga found the Wu-Tang Rocksmith tee. Bro, it's nothing crazy. That shit don't go for nothing, bro. But, nigga, I like Wu-Tang, so I'm like, yo, let me get the tee. He's like, nah, I'm going to keep it, da-da-da. I'm like, bro, you can't even name one of them.
Yeah.
He's like, I know.
Yeah.
He's like, I know, but still. And, like, I noticed, like, with this nigga and a few other niggas, these niggas will be in the bins for hours, bro. Buy so much shit.
And just come up on it.
Bro, these niggas got no clientele, bro. These shit is just stocking up in their crib, bro. Like, these niggas got no clientele, nothing. Niggas, like, bro, why are you doing that for, bro? Like,
I think like what a lot of people do fuck up in the game is with, like, marketing. Like, niggas don't market themselves at all. Like, yeah, we're, like, going back to, like, podcasts and shit.
Follow Dario's archive.
We've been doing podcasts for like 4 years, and then we just switched this podcast to do. I think it's our year anniversary, like a month ago. We've been doing the podcast for 4 years. We started this podcast a year. We brought listeners to this shit. We've been doing this for a while. It's like you see niggas just do podcasts. It's like everybody you see. Always, we had this conversation the other week, and I just had it with the Uber driver nigga. Uber driver was saying that he was trying to make a podcast, and he wanted to listen to our podcast to get a frame of mind of like what he should do or whatever. And I'm like, go ahead, listen to it. Like, I don't care if you bite my shit or anything, because us being us is gonna be us regardless. You can't be us. Nah. So
facts, and I feel like imitation is the best form of flattery.
Facts.
Like, I hate motherfuckers. Like, you ask them where you got that. It's a low spot. It's a low spot. Or I'm not really. Like they try not to
probably
tell
hate
you.
me because I don't really be trying to tell people either.
Nah, facts.
If you my nigga, yeah, but if you just some random nigga walking up on me, like, nah, because to me, I get to the point where I get kind of selfish now. Because if I find some shit for myself and I'm rocking it and I want to rock it, I don't really want to give it to you because then you give it to somebody else and then that just trickles down and then it just blows up.
Wait, but I love that shit because, like, at an aspect of, like, yeah, I'll put that nigga onto that shit.
This nigga just because he got the upper hand.
Yeah, you got that.
Like nigga, you got that from me.
Yeah,
you
got that from me,
so
nigga.
you,
So I don't give two shits if you ask me where I got something. I'm gonna tell you where I got it.
Like with music, I'm like that. Like I'll put you on the new music, but clothes wise, I get kind of selfish with clothes because I feel like everybody be trying to leech on everybody's swag. So it's like
with the clothes is different than music. Because the clothes, what you wear is what you project. And with
facts.
music, that's just for you.
But it goes back to imitation. To me, imitation is the best form of flattery.
Oh, 1000%. Like
I love that shit, bro.
You can tell niggas who you see on a normal day basis and wasn't really dressing how they dress now, and then you see that they took like certain aspects of your clothes. But I don't really knock that either because us growing up too, we took aspects from different people as well.
Yeah,
like,
but it's different with a whole ass adult.
Yeah, niggas like in different from my neighborhood or like rappers and shit like that or like designers. We definitely took pieces of what they do and made it to our own style. But I do feel what you're saying, like a grown ass man.
And it's different because like when you were a kid, you're like, yo, I like that. I want to dress like that.
Yeah.
And then like because that's what you like. But now it's like that's popping. Let me dress like what's popping.
Exactly. It's kind of like the shit with Pharrell. Like to me, I like how he dresses, but I can't dress how he dresses.
Yeah,
I don't.
different.
Yeah, like that shit would not fit me at all.
Yeah.
But that shit is super fly. Like that's not my style of dressing. Like Rocky, all these niggas. I would never dress like that.
Yeah, like, I would never wear
fly.
a babushka.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. You wouldn't, but AB Dash for sure would because it would fit his style more than our style. But we might wear some shit, maybe like some shit that Virgil wears or some shit like that. But I would never look at another man and be like, I'm gonna cop the exact same outfit.
That's why I don't like following niggas on Instagram because it's like, yeah, you might see somebody who got that shit. Like, I want my shit to be natural. Like,
exactly.
I want to get my shit myself.
Like the two tees I just bought from you now, the vintage tees. To me, getting tees like that, where it's not even like a TV show, it's not a band, it's not a rapper, or nothing like that. It's just like some random shirt that somebody printed up and made.
Yo, make sure you shout me out on your story.
it's just like some random shirt you made that they made, and then you thrifted that shit, and it just comes to me.
And you know what's crazy? That
nobody ever's gonna have that tee.
That one, yeah, bro. And those are good tees, bro. Those are good vintage tees. That one racism tee I saw him, nigga. I just put my hand in a fucking big ass pile, nigga, and
just pulled it. Yeah, and as soon as he posted that shit, I was like, yo, let me get that. And he was like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna sell it yet. Yeah. And then 6 months later, I copped the tee. Like that's the thing. Like that's how it works.
Because when I got that T-shirt, this was when I first started going to the bins, bro. So it's like, nigga, I wasn't touching shit. You feel me? Now, bro, my shit is like I'm trying to get rid of so much shit.
I feel like for sure you on a totally different level from when we first started. Like when we first started, I feel like you was getting your feet wet.
I was
on a
just
different
starting,
level,
bro. Now, nigga, I got rare vintage Spawn jackets.
It's kind of like us in the podcast, nigga. When we first started, by the time we was on Tristan episode, it was like season different. 2.
Yeah.
Like we cannot hold this conversation. Even though last episode might be longer than this episode, the quality is gonna be totally different.
Facts.
Like I feel like you copping a lot more different shit rather than just copying shit because you know you can flip it.
Nigga, I got like 20 Marvel tees, 13 North Face jackets, fucking.
Yeah, as compared to last year, you maybe had like 4 North Faces, 5.
Nah, nigga, at that time
last year, I think you had like rapper tees.
Nah, the last time I did the podcast, I had 2 North Face jackets. Now I got 13.
You had the DMX tee that you were trying to get off.
Yeah, I got
like shit like that. Like you had like good
I had a
shit,
couple,
but it wasn't like as volume. You got mad
now
volume.
I got a whole closet full of shit, bro.
Exactly.
Like, shit I'm just trying to get rid of. Nautica jackets, Nautica sweaters, random t-shirts, hats.
Nigga, think about it. I think we do this shit every year. Nigga, we gonna come up every year. Think about it. By the time we drop this podcast, we got our commercial running. Yeah. That y'all gonna see when we post this shit on all 3 of our pages.
Facts.
And the Telatalk pages as well.
Yo, but honestly, by next year, this podcast with TSB might happen in Japan.
Facts. That's very possible. We got the clothing and merch shit coming soon too.
Facts. Photo tee coming soon.
Every time. Shit, chill. That secret shit. And then every time you go on YouTube, you're gonna see our commercial running on YouTube all the time. Like I feel like we definitely
hopefully some video content.
Exactly.
Especially if you're watching RuneScape videos, you'll definitely see our ad.
Think about it. This time last year, we was just beginning everything, nigga. And look at that shit now, nigga. We getting more listeners, you getting more customers.
Fact.
That shit's just all going in a full circle.
Would you think that you would be in a fucking photo shoot like that, bro? Like just a year ago, or like just even like in the
like
I wouldn't
fucking with you
consider
like
that. But honestly, I wouldn't consider that a photo shoot. But I wouldn't think that
niggas is fucking with you like that.
I would be included in something like that because the nigga that he's doing the drop with, he's like he's type loopy, like he's connected and shit.
Yeah.
He got a name. He got a little name for himself.
Facts.
You feel me? He's not like the biggest nigga in the world, but he's known, you feel me?
Yeah.
So just me being a part, like me being on the website and shit, I found that pretty cool, you feel me? So,
yeah, but think about it like this, nigga, you put in your work. Last year you was just getting started, even though you knew a lot of shit.
And now a lot of,
and you get mad more love because you putting in your work.
Yeah,
now.
and it goes by a lot of niggas know me too, bro. Like I be around, like I come off like as a hood nigga, bro. But I'm mad social, bro. Like I could talk to anybody, bro. I could talk to the nigga in the projects. I could talk to the nerd right there in front of fucking Manhattan High School, nigga.
Yeah.
I could fucking
talk
to the nigga in the hot dog car, bro. It's all how you talk to people,
How many
bro.
times we walk into a store and you dap somebody up?
Exactly.
All the time, bro.
In fact, that's the thing. I feel like it's like once you become a familiar product or a person to somebody, then they'll know. Like they see you bring vintage shit all the time. They see you at the bins, everything.
Yeah, and they see
know
the
you putting in
shit.
your
Yeah,
work.
they see the shit I touch. Like I got the eye for it, bro.
Exactly.
Like I'm not bringing these.
They know you're not one of these bullshit niggas who just bring a tea that they just randomly saw.
Yeah, I'm not bringing these niggas no type of dirt or none of that, bro. Like my shit is well curated. I got the eye, bro. Like
I think that's a good way.
Nigga, Sean Witherspoon told me that too. He's like, yo, you got a good eye. You feel me?
See, hear my boy got the stamp, nigga, from the nigga who's leading.
No groupie shit.
Yeah, no groupie shit.
I don't ask them niggas for pictures or none of that, bro. I treat them like regular niggas.
I feel like that he's the nigga who's running the vintage shit right now, and you got the stamp.
Yeah, facts.
You got the stamp. I think that's a good way to end the podcast off.
Facts.
Telatalk Season 5, Episode 9.
Follow at Hood Lavish, at Dario's Archive.
Shout them all out.
Get all your shout outs out, bro.
Get all your shout outs
Shout
out.
out my fly mommy, Marquisha. Follow her, Marquisha, with 2 eyes. You feel me?
2 eyes. All right, Telatalk Season 5, Episode 9. We out.
Listening. Peace.